on Straight Politicking, episode 5. I'm here with Spider Loc and Munchie B, and I'm Alex Alonso, 101. And hey, man, we got a great thing going on right now. We got our 5th episode, and there was a lot of reaction to your thing on Brick Baby.
Shout out Brick, not the trick. Don't see late. I just want to iterate that I reacted to we had the episode about Brick and then my reaction to the whole little shit. And then I spoke to Brick shortly after we filmed, and we got to a resolution. It was over with, and then the release was delayed. And so, just so it won't seem like any like double backing on my word, yeah, me and Brick have got that shit swept up under the rug or under the water under the bridge. But the way production goes, the release was late, so it sounds like I'm dragging something on that was already squashed. And just for everybody to know, I love you, Nisi, too. Never did I mean to indicate that Brick's daughter was a trans.
That was a caption.
Yeah, that was a caption. Was misinformed. I made that clear that I wasn't sure that there was even a trans, but I had no idea that was his daughter. So I apologize to you, baby, if you became aware that your name was even associated with something of that nature.
Okay. Hey, I wouldn't say the content got dropped late. I mean, we recorded that on Wednesday, and it got dropped on Saturday. I mean, that's
I'm not.
Sunday.
I hope I didn't offend production.
Yeah, you're right. It got dropped on Sunday. I mean,
I didn't mean to offend production by the word late. It was just a delay in release from the intensity of the actual moment.
And let me let the people know, parts of the reason why there might be a delay is because sometimes YouTube doesn't even want to monetize the content.
I'm aware.
So that means it either has to get re-edited or we have to wait for YouTube to respond to it. And sometimes that response takes too long.
Yeah, I was just clarifying that for those that might be viewing it, like wondering, I thought they was. And then that dropped so far after just clarifying it.
Hey, but I will give you a real delay. I think I dropped an episode of Facts Over Feelings or a clip of Facts Over Feelings when you had Big Court on. I think I dropped that like 6-7 months after the fact because it was a cool little clip and it was timely. You remember which one that was? Because I think Nina Boy got upset or...
I don't recall, because if you recall, and when we first started, we was putting shit out. A lot of shit came out a long time after we recorded it.
Yeah. What's up with you, Munchie?
Oh, shit. Just listening on everybody, you know what I'm saying, reflecting, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I saw you and Ash Bash up there, and even though, hey, we was a bit critical of Spider's interview with G-Face and Brick Baby, but your interview with Ash Bash and Adam didn't really go that good either.
It might have been entertaining to some people and then cool with Adam, but I know Ash Bash, she was a bit irritated with me, and then I dragged some subjects on that she wanted to blow past, and then shit. Even Kobe have a bad game, you know what I'm saying? And shit, and I had mine. I was loaded to the limit, you know what I mean?
Hey, did you tap in with that interview, Spider, and see that Munchie was just all over the place on that interview?
Yeah, I seen Munchie enjoying himself, having a great time.
Yeah, I was having too much fun, man. But see, I got on track. I got my limits, right? Then I got too loose again, you know what I'm saying? And there I went, you know, everything.
Hey, it looked a little bit like a lover's quarrel at points, at times.
Yeah, I hated it look like that, right? But see, people might think I was like trying to, I was nitpicking with her. I was like being petty or something. But it come from somewhere. Like if you ever checked out the Gina Views interview with Ash Bass, you'll see why a lot of my questioning. You know what I'm saying? But then this, which is limited today. This didn't do no justice to, like, you know what I'm saying? It would have been a little more minimal. Like if you at the Rachel Hart with me, her and Mariah, I knocked at the door at it, but I wasn't buzzed. You feel me? Hey. Here I go. I was lit like a barbecue pit, and shit. I mean, it happens, and then I you know what I'm saying? Shit. I mean, I will make sure it won't happen. At least not as soon or not at all again. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I can tell you this, Spider, you've been on your A game the last, 2 or 3 episodes of Straight Politicking. I think it does have to do with a limited alcohol and limited drink. I don't know. I was a little hesitant on offering this little bit that I have here, but I felt you definitely needed one. I don't know if you want to speak on anything that you dealt with today, or you want to just save that for another time.
Let that rest, bro.
Yeah, I'll save it for later. But what I do want to do is shout out Shai from Grape Street and his homie today, because I did find myself in a situation today in Compton. I got real serious, and like angels, God sent a G nigga named Shai from Grape and his partner to be assistive to me. So I appreciate y'all three up top, man. Both of y'all, my mama.
Hey, you should have just slid me a text because I didn't know what you was calling me about. I was working here, and when I'm working, I'm like, let me block out these calls.
But to be honest, it was nothing you could do. It was just because I was scheduled to see you soon.
Making you aware.
Yeah, it was like, let me tell somebody who could. You usually have something wise to say. You feel me? So I'm like, let me call Alex. He was already on my mind. It's no big deal. The creator took care of me, and like I say, he sent the two homies from Watch to be right there, and it is what it is.
And I felt you definitely needed a drink.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Hey, but man, Kendrick Lamar is the king.
King K. Dot
is of not just the West Coast. I'm gonna have to say, bro is the king of hip hop across the country.
Well, it ain't about the country. It's about the West Coast. We talking about the coast.
Oh,
he the king of the coast right now, and he Mr. You gotta pop out and show niggas, and he showed niggas.
Hey, he is the king of he's the king of hip hop right now. Forget the country, the planet. And you know what I did? I went through his whole discography last night, and I was just reminded of so many hits he dropped in 2012, 2014, 2015. Little love ballad. That love ballad, I think I listened to that one about 5 or 6 times.
Is it a love ballad or the song Love?
The song Love.
That shit's so hard.
Hold on. Give me a little piece of it.
That's from 2015.
That's when he say, I know Talk gonna be mad at me. I had to do it. I don't want body music.
Yeah, we ain't singers over here, but
They don't ring no bell?
Hell, nah, how you did it? Hey, cause Flacco be trying to tell me, I said, oh, you ain't got no rhythm.
He say, remember the studio Gardena? I took the camera. I had to do it. I know Talk gonna be mad at me.
Okay, gotcha.
We gonna be all right. What about that one?
I mean, he
swimming pools.
Extremely influential. So I don't think it's a far stretch to say he's the king of the culture right now.
Because it wasn't even far stretch to say that Drake is the hottest guy in hip hop.
Correct.
6 months ago.
Correct.
And he just annihilated him.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. It was almost like the Javante Davis fight or the rope-a-dope. I did not see this knockout punch coming like this. As the shit was developing, it was not resonating with me that Kendrick was going to put this much distance between him and Drake. I did not see it coming. Shout out to K-Dot.
Hey, who do we have to give some of the credit to for allowing Kendrick's creative juices to flow the way they flew?
Mustard?
DJ Mustard. Bro gave him a beat. Well, I listened to an interview. You know what he was doing? DJ Mustard was sending Kendrick Lamar 5 beats a day.
He sent him a pack, and he didn't know which one he was going to do. He heard it when we heard it.
Yeah, he didn't know which one he was going to pick. He didn't know when it was going to drop. But I guess I don't know Kendrick, but I guess Kendrick just listened to that one and said, "That's the one."
I could imagine.
That's the one. So
you could credit DJ Mustard.
Oh, absolutely.
But that beat with somebody else doing it, it wouldn't have hit the same.
It was a hard beat.
Yeah, but put no disrespect, but put Tyga on there, it wouldn't have did the same thing.
And I'm sorry I don't remember Mustard's friend that co-produced that beat. But yeah, that was a hard beat. I can't, because I was thinking the other day, I was like, damn, I wonder how they did this. Did Kendrick just call Mustard up and say, send me a beat, and he sends him a beat? But listening to the interview, no, he's sending him 5 beats a day for weeks or, for several days. And
that makes sense.
Yeah, the beat was hard, and Kendrick is the king, and that song is gonna be the hottest song for the whole summer.
I agree.
I saw a weatherman giving the weather.
I've seen that.
It's saying the lyrics. Cold front is coming. Wop 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 wop.
Did all that.
Yeah. What was you gonna say, Munch?
I got a prediction / I think Kendrick should do this and do the pop out project and have a host of West Coast artists on there and give them they shine just like he did on stage, just to top it off. You know what I'm saying?
Like a collab mixtape?
Yeah, like with a host of West Coast artists that's knocking at the door and the ones that's doing their thing, and boom, put it together. Just like a DJ Mustard to do a Mustard mixtape, do a pop out project, and it's presented by K-Dot, and let it go and let everybody get they shine on just like you did on stage, and that'll be dope. You know what I'm saying? But you heard it here first. You know what I'm saying? Just give you my credentials when he do it.
Hey, even that stage performance is classic. It's historical. It's going down in the hip hop history books for Los Angeles.
So do you think they did it 5 times in a row just to be charged up, or do you think that was pre-thought for the video to get the extra performances to cut from?
Oh no, I think he went off the energy.
So you don't think it was a plan to go? You don't think it's gonna be used in the video?
We gonna see. Oh, that's your prediction?
Yeah, I assume that the reason, low key, that they did it so many times is because if you shooting a video, you do more than one take.
Yeah. I know that's likely.
Now, do you think the video is going to be 100% the clips from the streets, or is Kendrick going to go shoot a studio video and then merge in and edit in some of the street stuff and the stage
It
stuff?
might be a lot of the performance, and then the industry stuff.
And then we don't know if he went to a location with that crew outside of that crowd that same day or the next day. He may put some else on it. We don't know.
Yeah.
He might do like a scene acting leading up to the song coming on, a whole production of that shit.
Now, I saw Crips, I saw Bloods, and I hate to make a distinction between Pyrus and Bloods, but that's the way everybody is doing it nowadays.
Munchie don't do it. He don't allow that on his watch.
I think that shit all the same.
Yeah, I believe all the red falls under Bloods. Whether you're Bremen, whether you family, whether you Pyru, whether you're what's another
There's Blood, Bremen, Pyro when it comes
Stones.
to the
You got Stones. All Stones fall under Blood.
No, they don't. The Stones in Chicago is just Stones. They Black Stone Rangers.
No,
you said all Stones.
All the Stones in L.A. are Bloods.
Yeah, but they don't differentiate. They just, you know what I'm saying? They Bloods though. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm just saying, I don't like to make a distinction.
No, I don't either.
That's a whole nother topic, probably for another day. But
because don't get mad if I keep pushing past with my kids. You know what I'm saying? And then don't help the homie out and they kicking him out in his face. Oh, you let the homie. Well, he from Pyro. He ain't no blood. So it'd be a problem then. So I don't do the separation thing. It's just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's Bompton.
Yeah.
But it was amazing to see Crips from different sections of L.A., Bloods from different sections, but there were no Southsiders on that stage. There were no Mexicans. And that's the next topic I wanted to talk about. There's been a few Latinos. There's been a few Mexicans, some Chicanos that have been complaining about the lack of inclusion in this grandiose hip-hop event, probably one of the biggest hip-hop events in the last decade that has taken place in Los Angeles. And they were complaining that they were not included.
And if I was that Hispanic that was there, that did take part, I would feel disrespected. Like, nigga, I was there. I represented. So what are you saying about that individual? You know what I'm saying?
Well, let's play a quick clip. We got a clip of Eyecon, who's been around L.A. for years. He's been a videographer. Wait. Don't play it yet. I just want to set it up. I met Eyecon about a decade ago. I know, Spider, you've worked with Eyecon before.
A couple of times.
And he's become a personality on No Jumper. And he's also part of this platform called the Food Community.
I've seen that, yeah.
Yeah. So let's play this clip of him complaining about the lack of inclusion. Go ahead.
The Mexican people were underrepresented there last night.
I feel it. I can see that.
I can see that too, man, but...
And a lot of people are telling me that I sound like bitter or something. Like, I'm not a rapper, fool. I'm not tripping about not being on stage. I'm
not
saying,
true.
like, Jeezy performed, I think, last night.
Yeah.
Did he?
That would have been nice if he would have been on stage.
If he would have.
Now, maybe the young legend had something to do, so he dipped.
Right. Because all the artists that did perform were up there.
Facts.
I respect it. Who was up there? I can't keep count.
There was a lot of people that went, but I think Jeezy was the only
person that didn't pop out. Or were you gonna say he's the only Mexican that performed?
Both.
Did he perform? Was he supposed to perform?
He did perform, yeah.
Oh, he did?
And I didn't see him perform because I caught it late.
I saw
but
the clip.
I saw
I didn't even see that clip.
a
What the
picture
fuck?
of someone posting that he performed.
Do you think it had something to do with it being Juneteenth?
I don't understand.
Oh,
I thought Juneteenth was like on the 16th or something like that. It's on June 19th.
It was Juneteenth yesterday.
Yeah, it was Juneteenth. Facts.
I respect it.
Do you think that had something to do with it?
Had something to do with what? The fact that they threw the show that day? Or that there was no Mexicans on stage?
There you go. Do you think it was supposed to be like...
First of all, let me start off by saying congratulations to Kendrick Lamar and all of the wonderful individuals that performed last night.
Hell yeah.
all right. That's the end of the clip, man. There's a few things there that's going on. One, I think Juneteenth has to be a holiday that is highly respected, highly acknowledged, and there should be no confusion on Juneteenth. Huh? Huh?
First of all,
What?
ignorance is bliss. First of all. Second of all, Zoe Samba performed and he left. Okay, and then like you said, oh, Jeezy probably was busy. You know he got a relationship he extra devoted to and a child. You don't know what was on his agenda. I don't think he was I don't think the Hispanics was underrepresented. Cause I think he's a good artist. So him performing, he representing. So that's disrespect towards Jeezy to say he didn't represent for the Rasa. That's for one. And for two, when it's Hispanic type get ups, is the African American community underrepresented? So I don't know, man. Yeah.
Well, Spider, you've had a conversation with Eyecon very recently to express your discomfort for his statements about being not included in this black-dominated hip-hop event. And what was your response, or what did you say to him when you reached out to him?
Well, when I reached out to him, it was less of me telling him how I felt, and it was more of me inquiring as to why he felt the way he felt. And I invited him to be a guest on Facts Over Feelings, the podcast that's shot right here in the studio on Street TV. And he declined to come. I told him, like, we were going back and forth on text messages. He was typing paragraphs explaining himself. Every time he would explain himself, I would just take another opportunity to invite him on the podcast. I would tell him things like, this conversation would be better for podcasts. It's not wasted on text. But he was saying that he wasn't aware that it was Juneteenth and he wasn't trying to be a weirdo. But one thing that really struck me that he used in our text conversation, he asked me, so Mexicans aren't entitled to be at June 16th? And in our exchange, of course, like everybody else, the first thing came to my mind was like, bro, do we get invited to Cinco de Mayo? What about the quinceañera? But I feel like it just blows me away, the sense of entitlement that I see coming from his statement.
Now, he told you in the text that he was unaware that this event was tied into Juneteenth, right? But the guy in the clip with Eyecon told him it was Juneteenth.
No, he wasn't aware of what Juneteenth represented.
But when he first mentioned Juneteenth, he tried to correct the date. So he was aware of Juneteenth to some degree when it first came up. He was like, oh, I thought that was the 19th.
The 16th.
Yeah, the 16th. So he had some concept of what Juneteenth represented as soon as he heard the word. But bigger than that, bro, there is nothing that Mexicans do. We drive by the parks every weekend, every day. We see them gathering. They throw lowrider shows. They have all type of functions that we are not represented at, and we never feel so emboldened or disrespected or left out to say, hey, why don't you invite us to your private or personal cultural parties? We don't feel that entitled to nobody else's situations.
Well, maybe this is an opportunity to probably say in the future, if we're going to improve on relations in L.A. County between black and browns, that maybe there should be an olive branch extended on both sides. I know that sounds probably or sounds unlikely, but at some point in this city, in this county, we got to get along for our kids and our grandkids. Well, we can't have people drawing guns on us because of I'm black and he's Mexican, or vice versa.
But I think all this came about because the public and the media is saying that Kendrick united L.A., right? But everybody outside of California consider everything down Southern California as L.A. You know what I'm saying? But he, you know what I'm saying? So he's like, L.A. is black and brown. So how is you uniting L.A. and wasn't nobody there to represent the brown?
Tupac, somebody who wasn't really from L.A., that repped L.A.
He wasn't from LA at all.
Yeah, but he repped it toward the end of his life. I've seen a lot of Hispanics quote him saying, "Tupac told you wouldn't be L.A. without Mexicans."
No, blacks and Mexicans.
No, I just say Mexicans.
Yeah, that's the line. It wouldn't
the
be
line.
LA without Mexicans.
But he's not from L.A. Not saying that we understand an L.A. that doesn't include Mexicans, but when we think of L.A. and our experience, we think of our intimate interactions. And a lot of times it doesn't include being connected with Mexicans. Even though we coexist in the same stores, same environments, we usually don't go to the same parties, bro.
I don't agree with that, bro. We take advantage of every Taco Tuesday.
Where
You know what I mean? What? El Torito's?
No, Mexican food, that's different, bro.
No, but it's Taco Tuesday though. So with that ring,
I'm talking about in our neighborhood. When we hear them they throw the party fiesta, boom, boom, the music. How many times are we at the door trying to get in and hang out and party?
shit, I might go next door.
You could say that anecdotal situation, but don't miss the whole point. We talking about our culture and what's normal for our people to do. We allow them to have all the type of personal events that they can. We don't never try to impose our culture or want to participate more than we're invited.
Now, one of the biggest Mexican events that I'm aware of is Chicano Day in San Diego, where it's a lowrider thing. And I've been to it before, and it's not heavily attended by blacks. I don't know if it's an inclusion thing, or is it just the brothers in San Diego ain't really messing with it. You know, there's a few that pop up, but it is a huge, I don't think I've seen anything in LA that's as big as Chicano Day in San Diego. And being that San Diego is literally, you could walk to the border of Mexico, you know.
Right.
I think it's a bigger thing down there.
Hey, when we had these type of conversations, it sound like we got like some disdain towards like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a battle or anything. It's just something wrong with what he said though. You know what I'm saying?
Who?
Icon. You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel like it was underrepresented, or that's a knock at Ojeezy. You know what I mean? Ojeezy always the Hispanic amongst a gang of blacks, and as long as he there, they, you know what I'm saying, he representing. Like, you know what I'm saying? His presence is felt.
Well, I mean, it's crazy to me because really what this was a rap battle. These is MCs battling, and this is Kendrick being caught up in a rap battle. To have all these ramifications come after a nigga just trying to murder an MC is crazy.
Oh shit, I don't know. Hey, I like. Be happy that it was a piece for a week. You know what I'm saying? You had people that came together, people on the stage that might oppose each other. You know what I'm saying? And shit, it could have been a Brown likely caught in a crossfire. You know what I'm saying?
No.
You know what I'm saying? So, man.
How do you guys weigh out? Last week we was talking about a Chicano Latino saying they don't want their daughter messing with a black. And then this week, it's a Latino saying they don't feel like they're being invited to the table now.
Who would you prefer your daughter to be in a relationship with or have kids with? Prefer though.
I'm my own kind.
Okay, but you wouldn't oppose a Hispanic or
I don't. You know, once you know, I let people choose what they. I don't look at my children like my child as far as I am the leader of your decisions. Mm-hmm. Because I look at my experience, my mama wasn't gonna my daddy ain't gonna tell me what I'm gonna do with my genitals. So how do I think I'm gonna force that upon another human being? That's just not my thing.
But I want to interject that because Eyecon declined your invitation to come on Facts Over Feelings, that's part of the problem. Because if you want to get invited to participate in something grandiose, it's got to start at the grassroots level. It's got to start with, okay, I'm going to come on Spider's podcast and we're going to chop it up about this topic. Bro don't want to come on.
This is someone that I've worked with before on multiple projects. We spent the whole part of multiple days together. Just so I don't understand why we couldn't come together and work together.
And let me also add this. I invited his wife, Negra, to come on Street TV before. And he said he was going to make it happen, but I could tell by the tone it wasn't going to happen. But how many brothers have been on Indicted?
That's the title of his platform.
That's the title of his wife's platform. They have Freeway Ricky Ross on there.
What is it? How did she get that name?
Negra?
She did some time in jail, right?
She's in the. I mean, it's not uncommon that they use that name.
What does that indicate?
I mean, she a dark skinned Mexican.
So
Probably out Salvadorian, because most of them is more darker than the. You know what I'm saying?
let me tell you this. Let me just add this. Eyecon, if you want to have a conversation about inclusion, then you should have gracefully accepted Spider's invitation to come on Facts Over Feelings. And also, if I asked you, I want to interview Negra, you should have gracefully accepted it. She's given interviews, but not on our platforms. So there is this divide even within platforms and going on them and providing interviews and sharing content and collaborating. Hey, if forget about Kendrick's event. We're not even sharing content and collaborating content on YouTube. You can see that there's this divide where you got black content creators, Mexican, Latino content creators, and there's a little bit of crossover. Let's get that crossover where it is stronger, and then we can talk about other things like, bigger events. But hey, y'all ain't even collaborating on YouTube at the level that I like. Now there's a couple that do it. American Cholo, he will have anybody on there, and he'll go on anybody's. But not everybody's is like American Cholo.
Well, go ahead.
No, go ahead, do your thing.
I invited American Cholo to Facts Over Feelings at one point, and he didn't necessarily turn down the invite, but he invited me to come to his spot, and I think that was the quicker way to get the content done. And I went there. Shout out to American Cholo. He was cool.
We're still waiting for American Cholo to come on Facts Over Feelings.
You owe me a slide through American Cholo.
I don't think that'll be a problem at all.
Say less.
I don't think that'll be a problem.
We had good dialogue too that time.
Yeah.
All right, but shout out Lefty, shout out Sad Boy Loco, old Jeezy, rest in peace, Money Sorry Sway, like all Hispanics that shit, man. Blacks open arms work with, cause we know they dope. They ain't looking at skin tone or anything like that.
Despite those negative comments that Lefty made,
it was taken negative, man. And I think he need to stay away from certain conversations because he don't really like deliver it right or articulate himself.
It wasn't just taken negative. He had negative expression in his face. His tone of voice was negative. He said negative things.
Yeah, if he had a PR person, they would mold him and shape him into how to handle questions like that completely differently. But despite that, he has shown a level of collaboration and participation with people on the other side, probably more so than any other Mexican.
I think you just need to stay away from certain conversations. You know that you got athletes, you got actors and artists that get interviewed and they stay away from politics. They wouldn't answer them type of questions. So I think like it'd be safer for him just to stay away from them type of conversations. Period. Keep it hip hop, keep it rap. Talk about big booty bitches. You know what I'm saying? Or raising kids, or, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? Things like that.
But I hope that Eyecon reaches out, Spider, and says, you know what? I watched what y'all did on Straight Politicking, and I think this will be a great first step. Let me jump on Facts Over Feelings and chop it up with you, Spider.
Well, you're welcome, Eyecon. The invitation is still available, bro.
And I'm going to slide on Indicted, you know what I'm saying? Even though I ain't never been indicted.
Well, here's what you do. If they ever reach out to you for Indicted, because they do reach out, because you can watch Indicted and see that they don't want this to just be a Mexican-based platform. They mix it up. They bring on blacks.
He told me when I invited him, oh, I'll make a statement on my platform and you can react to it if you like.
Yeah, that's cool. But here's my
Come
point.
on, Eyecon.
Here's what I was saying. They clearly don't want to look like they just interview Mexicans, and they've had people on there like let me think. Freeway Ricky Ross was on there.
Brick Baby on there.
Brick Baby was on there.
Even though the audio is messed up.
Now here's my
badly.
thing, Munch. If they invite you, which they probably will at some point, say, hey, come on, Richard Hart, and see if you can get that invitation.
Come on, Facts Over Feelings. Because he extended the invitation first.
Well, I'm saying if Negri invites you to Indicted.
That Munchie politic, how you politic?
No.
It might still be his answer.
No. Yeah, this the same umbrella. Come, I don't care if it's Streets and Scholars, Facts Over Feelings, or if you prefer to come on Richard Hart. Just slide up to Street TV and then, you know what I'm saying? Do your big one.
And really what my point is, this is for everybody that's in this space. Be careful and be thoughtful and mindful of whose platform you go on, because you want to make sure that that platform is going to be just as open to other people as they are willing to have you on there. So basically, if Eyecon doesn't want to come on Facts Over Feelings, then we gotta let people know that he don't want to mess with us like that. And how dare he have a conversation about inclusion, exclusion, and bro don't even want to come on Facts Over Feelings. That's my point.
But I wouldn't even be it's like exclusive to Facts Over Feelings. When you got Street TV, you got like 4 different vibes over here. You got Richard Hart, Facts Over Feelings, Streets and Scholars.
No, but he's referring to the conversation that he and
Yeah,
Eyecon
I'm
had.
referring to the conversation that.
But this conversation be the same basis, right?
No, he talking about the text, the me and conversation I had with Eyecon.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, that's a private conversation. Yeah, so
Yeah, but I'm just saying that hopefully, we can have more collabs like that where we can have a black and a Mexican sitting side by side having a conversation, which we don't really see a lot.
I went to the Hater World quite some time ago, but that was after I invited him to Facts Over Feelings long before. He's still yet to reach here. Blue Devil, what's happening? What it do? You passed that deadline, bro. Tap in.
Hey, but hold on. So he preferred a lefty gunplay be on stage versus an OGZ. Why? Because he's not a gangbanger. He's not a South Sider.
Yes.
Brown is brown, bro.
He told me he's a good kid, a good guy. Like
No. I interviewed Lefty, and I like Lefty, and I even spoke up for Lefty, despite the backlash he getting. But why Lefty? You know what I'm saying? You prefer Lefty over OGZ because he's a South Sider?
He didn't use those words exactly, but he said something to
It's
the
so many.
effect. Yeah.
You alluded to that because OGZ's a dope artist. And Lefty and OGZ, they work together. No.
No, but then he was saying,
Oh yeah, they doing a shoreline OTR thing. So why would you? My question, since we ain't gonna get the interview, why you prefer Lefty to be on stage over OGZ? That's my question.
Let me see what he kind of like explained why.
You want to?
Because he's a Southsider? Nah, that ain't cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't care if a black person performed at a brown event, and whether he's a blood crip or just a D Smoke from Inglewood that don't gangbang.
All right. Did you want to share anything on that, Spider, before we moved on?
With a little piece he said, I said, man, when it came to OGZ perform, his response was, OGZ is a nice guy. We need a lefty or a peso.
A Southsider. Southsider.
I guess because Kendrick's not a gang member either.
No, most definitely not.
So
Good Kid, Mad City, bro.
there you go.
And the thing about it is, he's an artist that was in the middle of a rap battle, and he put together a production, an artistic production. No one has any say-so on it. No one.
All right, let's move on. Kendrick is the king. He is definitely the king of 2024. Hopefully he could keep this going into 2025.
He's the king of the culture to further notice.
All right. Julio Foolio, 26-year-old rapper that was shot and killed in Florida a few days ago. And let me just read a little bit here. Charles Jones was celebrating his 26th birthday on Saturday. before relocating to a Holiday Inn where, according to his lawyer, the musician was ambushed by assailants. The Tampa Police Department says that law enforcement arrived at the scene after receiving a 911 call at 4:40 a.m. They found a pair of vehicles that had been peppered with bullets in the parking lot. Jones was pronounced dead, and 3 others were taken to the local hospital. I know you guys heard about this tragic situation that took place in Florida, and it just seems like, I think we talked about this before, Spider, like, you know, the level of murder in hip-hop is just unprecedented right now.
And the fact that these people are considered to some degree famous, and I'm introduced to them by their death.
Same
That
here.
fucks me up, bro.
I never heard of Julio Foolio. Munchie,
Me either.
Were you tapped in with this artist?
Yeah, I'm aware of who he is, but I ain't really tapped in on his music. I heard him. I've been hearing about him for years.
Nah, that's the first time I've heard of Julio Foolio. It could be our age, Spider.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure that plays a part.
Hey, I wonder, hey, Miguel, have you heard of this rapper before he got killed? Julio Foolio? Nah, okay. You know, my son is
Nice, and that might not be the age.
my son is born in the same he's the same generation as Julio. No, actually my son's much younger. 26 he's 26 years old, so he was born in 98. He was born in 98.
No,
my son was born in the 2000s.
Yeah, I heard him before for sure.
Okay, so let's play a couple of clips so we can get a better understanding of the story. We're gonna go with clip number 1 on this Julio Foolio situation.
Hey, the pool party start today at 5, 6 o'clock. If you already got the address, pull up, man. You got the address, pull up. If you need the address, DM me right now. The pool party start at 5, 6 o'clock. DM me for the address of DM Foolio booking ESPN. I'm gonna put it right here. We just got here, bruh. You got to add it. You got to add it, man. Push up. We just got to this bit. Tampa, Florida, man. You already got to add it to the pool party. Push up at 5:30, man. Push up at 5:30, man. We finna get everything right. Push up at 5:30, 6 o'clock, man. It's up.
Okay. Now, that was a Instagram post that he made the day, well, I don't want to say the day because he got killed at 4 a.m. So hours before he got killed, he's posting this. Now, this is not the post that got him killed, but my question is, why are you willing to invite strangers to a party? He's saying, DM me. I got this Airbnb. If you want the address, send me a message. I mean, if you don't even have to have the address off of it. You can just say, hey, I'm a fan. Give me your address. And you have the address, right?
It's on Do Not Disturb my bag. Go ahead. I don't know what the fuck.
What's this whole? I've seen a few people doing this too.
I mean, if this ain't the post that got it killed, this post, they start cooking at this post.
Yeah, this is the post that got the ball rolling.
Yeah, this like me being from the streets, like this would have started off like, okay. You know what I'm saying?
So, what, did he have a beef going on that was popping?
Yeah, he had some back and forth going on, even in the music. There have been some people shot and killed. There's been disrespecting the dead. So, yeah, the beef was already ongoing. So, let me throw that out there. He's already in a beef with other cats from Florida. So.
They say don't poke the bear, man.
All right, go to the second clip.
We came deep for my birthday, man. Everybody coming out the stairs. No cap, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We deep as 20 deep. Lit everywhere we go.
Okay, so this is leaving the Airbnb. Apparently, they got kicked out for having, as he just said, we were 20 deep. So he also has this false sense of security. I'm with 20, 30 of my homies, so I'm good. So that's leaving the Airbnb, and now they're trying to find another location, and then they go to the hotel after this, where he ends up getting shot and killed. So as you said, Munchie,
You got cooking a long time ago.
whoever was on his bumper,
Been watching.
yeah, they watching all of this.
No. Hell, if you from that life, you familiar with the process. No, for real.
I don't mean to laugh, but
No, it ain't funny, but like it's reality. Like if you come from that, you know, you familiar with the process.
I'm not so sure it started from that beginning. Now that he did all that partying,
No, the energy didn't start from there. they start cooking from right there.
I mean, that's an assumption. What I'm saying is, if he didn't get catch at 4 in the morning, something could have took place at that Airbnb.
No, you catch that you watch people. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying
you
that's
got
not.
you got the Airbnb, then you got there, and then you catch them with 2 cars when you sit in your car and you idle, and then you get them like you know how you sit
I
and wait.
get that as a theory, but what I'm saying is, I also see something could have very well taken place. It could have started at that party. And
Somebody in that clip could have made a phone
Goddamn
call
right.
to say, "Hey, I'm right behind, bro, right
Goddamn
here."
right.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. And until they make arrests, we won't really know.
Hey, bro, I don't know where his dollars at. Millionaires don't hang out the Holiday Inn. You
He
feel
was
me?
desperate to keep it going.
He was, man, and the time was right.
4 o'clock, maybe the party is over, homie.
Well,
Duck off.
When you 20 and 30 deep towards the beginning of the day, and then it get to thinning out, 20 and 30 people went in them 2 carloads. What's that? 8 between 2 cars, maybe.
And just think, if there was a big caravan like that, and they knew right what car to get, them people probably was present at that party.
No, they gotta have it drop, and then so it mixed in. You don't know if y'all up in there at all.
Well, there you go.
I think you might be right, Spider, but it does seem more interesting if the story is
Connected to the lives.
his killers were just tracking him on Instagram, which is also probably, I'm gonna say it's 50-50. Could have went either way.
60-40. Having street intel how shit usually go.
60-40 that they just followed him on social media.
Been watching them all day.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying?
And it kind of goes to how Pop Smoke got arrested. He wasn't in no beef, but they were able to track him to that house in the Hollywood Hills.
Not Pop Smoke got arrested.
I'm sorry, not Pop Smoke got killed. My bad.
Right.
Pop Smoke wasn't in no beef with anybody in L.A., but you know how once you show your address and the lions are watching, they're gonna pull up, and they pulled up. So maybe it happened that way. But Spider might be onto a theory, and I believe in the next couple of weeks we'll probably know, like sooner or later. Let's go to clip 3 of this.
As 2 years ago, Julio Foolio dropped his hit track titled When I See You, mocking the passing of rival street members that are with Young and Ace. As in the song, he also mocked Young and Ace for losing a lot of his brothers. As in the lyrics, Julio raps, "Went out to eat on his birthday, 4 hit, 3 passed in the worst way. He kept dissing on me, now he's hitting 23.
Now that was a below the belt
That didn't age well.
verse. Yeah, it didn't age well, but that was he hit below the belt on someone that got killed on their birthday. Isn't it ironic? Bro gets killed on his birthday. So he had this ongoing beef.
I don't think it was his birthday no more. It's 4 the next day.
Yeah, I guess it was.
Yeah, but same difference though.
Yeah.
Yep.
It went into the next day, but it's just
But that lends to the theory of what you were saying, that they probably was on them all day.
I believe so, bro. Just
We know you do. You said that. You made
no,
it clear.
for real.
I'm just saying, but that's like, that would lean toward that idea that on his birthday, like, yeah, we own you, nigga.
what do you guys think about this whole rap beef? We just talked about Kendrick and Drake. They had a rap beef. And there was some sort of
hitting below the belt.
there was a lot of hidden below the belt, but
Bloody mamas and
I don't know if this shooting at Drake's house had anything to do with this beef. They try to link it in, but these beefs can be looked at as completely nonviolent. I kind of thought the Drake and the Kendrick beef was a nonviolent beef.
So would that make it a battle versus a beat?
Yeah, a battle. We'll say a battle. That's the proper word. What we're seeing, these lyrics that we're seeing of this young brother, this is not a battle.
It's beef.
Yeah, this is beef.
man, listen. Battles is only with battle rappers. If you got a real problem with each other and y'all going at each other disrespectfully in lyrics, it's a rap beef.
So says
Because these battle rappers don't have no beefs with each other at all. They plan a date, they go battle each other, and then they dig up as much dirt on each other as they can. Don't really have an issue with each other.
But I think Drake and Kendrick, they've been having some
It's been
sort
building.
They've been throwing verses at each other for the last 5 or 6 years.
Subliminals more so coming from Drake towards Kendrick.
But Kendrick's been responding to those subliminals.
And Hoodie Hood did a good reaction, and he called out Game and was Hoodie Hood cooked Game, bro. Shout out Hoodie Hood, bro. He said, well, go look for it. Hoodie Hood. His name Hoodie Hood. I can't remember it because I'm.
Beef is when it ain't safe to go to sleep. When your mama can't cross the street. That's why I say it's the difference between the beef and the battle.
Nah, we talk, man. You talking LA culture? It's beef. We don't rap though, but we got beef.
But them is Biggie lyrics.
Like.
It ain't just LA. That's them Biggie lyrics.
He a lyricist, but that apply to us.
You lived in New York before?
I live on Crenshaw, Manchester.
But have you lived in New York?
And you live on 99th and Avalon, and there's beef, and I'm gonna spin by this. I'm looking for Big Spider or Baby. I don't care which one I get because they related anyway.
Whatever beef 50 Cent had,
that was real.
When they shot him 9 times, that wasn't no battle. That was beef.
That wasn't rap beef either.
But that's the type of shit that Biggie was rapping about. Beef. That's in New York though.
Hey, you remember QD3's DVD series called Beef?
He invited me to be on that thing. And I turned it down because 50 was like, is he paying you? I'm like, no. He wasn't paying. So
50 was in it.
Thank you.
But did he get paid? And was it in 50 early years?
It was definitely.
It was my early years.
No. In his early years.
I'm saying his was, and then mine as well.
Yeah. But you was a part of a big faction like G Unit, and he wasn't.
Why wasn't he?
Oh, he was a part of. I don't consider G Unit his early years.
This was like 04. If he debuted in 99, 04 is considered still early.
No, early 04, he shouldn't have been on the DVD. 04, go. He shouldn't have been on the DVD then.
But I don't know when QD3 actually recorded those.
It was about the whole Ja Rule shit. He was on.
What year was that? Was 04, right?
He shouldn't have been on there.
It probably was before 04. I'm not sure though.
But those beefs, I don't know if those were real beefs or were those battles that QD3 was talking about in that DVD.
Ja Rule and 50 shit stem from the street, so that's a beef.
He was interested in my interactions with Yuck Mouth, so I guess he would consider it beef.
Okay, but how many beefs are we aware of that we start disrespecting the dead now?
I don't got a problem with disrespecting the dead if it's beef like that anyway. We don't got no respect for each other. You know what I'm saying? So I feel if it's like that already, unless we just barring up and we just back and forth like, you know what I'm saying?
You don't think that's out of bounds?
If we got a disdain or dislike for each other already, because you died, the dislike don't go away. So why all of a sudden like it's respect then? I come from kicking candles and whacking out dead homies on the wall and like gangbanging is a disrespectful sport.
But putting lyrics on a record is not gangbanging, or can it be? Or is it gangbanging?
If you feel away, and then, you know, niggas rap what they live. You know what I mean? So if I don't like this dude and he rested and he rhyme with the next line, he might go in there.
Well, I think these lyrics were definitely part of this, I guess, beef.
They expedited it.
Yeah.
They expedited it, but I don't think people get killed because they talk about the dead. They get killed because they slipping.
Yeah, they. In fact, let's go to the fourth and final clip of this. Last clip is going to be an interrogation of the police of Julio Foolio after the death of a guy named Mitch. What's this guy's name?
ATK Mitch.
ATK Mitch. Go ahead, play this last clip.
All right, so I ain't want to bring it up. I know you're gonna be upset. Mitch, there's some text I want to talk to you real quick about what happened to Mitch.
How long is it gonna take?
Not that long. Depends on you. They just gonna ask what you know about what happened.
All right, the reason why I'm here, I am lead on your friend's case. You didn't have a friend that recently got killed?
A lot of friends that
Recently? Mitch?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm lead on that. I don't know how close you guys were. Can you kind of give me just run down on y'all relationship when y'all met? How long y'all been partners or whatever?
He used to come to my mama's house. I used to stay on the corner. He would come over there, show his, you know what I'm saying, support.
What type of work do you do?
I'm an artist.
You're an artist? Okay. As far as Mitch go, what are you hearing?
Nah, really, I was in Miami when I heard the news, you know what I'm saying? I was down making music. And I saw posting on Instagram, Mitch. Everybody, the whole Jacksonville, Mitch.
Guys, if you may know or hear something, that'd be helpful as well. Because if you know his mom, you can sit up there and call his mom. Then I'm pretty sure you would want her to have some answers as well.
My little brother, I don't know who did it. I don't know. I ain't here. That's what I'm saying. You will never know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. No, I just heard it. They say little brother. I was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm in Miami at the time though.
You ain't tired of that, man?
Yeah, but I'm none of this.
Hey, first thing is, dudes don't care about what nobody else's mom, except that. Hey,
I'm about to touch on that.
yeah. Hey, there's one guy that does care about what someone's mom.
T.I.?
No.
Snoopy.
Oh.
And he was considered the number one suspect in this situation. And what did you want to say about the mom part, Munch?
Me and Spider both agreed because I said somewhere else, I can't remember. I said anything happened to me, don't share it with my mama. Because what my mom go do, she's going to go and tell the law enforcement what happened. And he agreed with me. If you want to share, tell Pops. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, why do the detectives think that that's a line that's really going to get you? Maybe
Hell
you know
no.
what? Maybe it does work for some people.
Not me.
Yeah, and maybe it does. They're not going to say a line unless they know this probably works.
What I could do for moms, I'm gonna always come by and check on her, and I'm gonna make sure the homie kids is straight. That's what I could do. But as far as like doing the police job, because my job is to take care of my kids. When I'm gone, the police ain't gonna take care of mine, so they got to do their job on their own. And that part stood out to me, like, you know what I'm saying, about the mom thing. And then he was tricking them because ATK Mitch and him is ops, and he's saying like y'all friends. So that's gonna hurt him in court later. Like, well, you said he was friends, and they go, that's the inconsistencies and just to discredit this man and his credibility. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like you can't trust the Babylons, man. They very manipulative. You know what I'm saying? They already come in there with a strategy on how they go approach you, and that's what it is.
Hey, that detective is no rookie.
No, hell no. He had a strategy. He had an angle.
But he didn't give up no information though.
That's right.
He kept it solid.
Long-
I seen that interrogation too. I didn't know who that was all about.
Oh, you seen that clip
I be
before?
watching interrogations just in random on YouTube. I've seen that whole thing. But didn't know it was gonna be connected to all this.
Hey, how many California, we see this out the state, and I don't want to keep bringing them up. And after I said this, we only seen the video or audio from Big Sad, and that's, I'm gonna leave that there. But why California? Why we don't get exposed in the you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you mean why don't we see more video interrogations of?
Yeah, I like where Munchie and Terry, where my shit at? Cause I don't go in there. Yeah, I be in there. I make a pillow on my hoodie and go to sleep because I'm gonna need my energy when I get to the county. Like,
I know one thing I did see on that mother shit on First 48. I seen multiple times niggas in there won't say a word, and then police will bring their mama in there and their mama break them down, make them, you better tell these people, and niggas will tell everything.
hey, guess what, Spider? I want people. These rules ain't just tailored for one person. And what I ain't gonna. I'm about to call him Weenie One and Wax said it's irrational and it is. So I went to jail for attempt, and then you in juvenile hall. I mean, you in juvenile, and they give you the phone. You couldn't. Mama, they, you know what I'm saying? She know the 310-419 number. That's IPD station. What's going on? They said I shot somebody. She about to make me drop a tear. I hang up like, the fuck? Like, so if my mama gotta cry, y'all's got to too, bro. The rules ain't tailored just for Spider. And then when Munchie in trouble with it, he ain't got to do it because I got better grades, I got a better future than Spider, or the other way around. So you should tell her, man, don't subscribe to the streets. And that's what it is, bro.
Hey, the detective said, don't you know that his mama wants some answers?
Hell yeah.
Yes, she do.
My mom would too. Don't tell my mama she's need.
Well, Julio Foolio is just another casualty in this rap beef that's been going on, and I kind of see some similarities in Draco.
Hold on. Before we go to that, what's the definition of the word casualty?
A death?
Oh, that's what that is?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
I kind of see some similarities in Draco. I guess Draco created not a battle, but a true beef. There was some disrespecting of the dead, and there was they found him in a location and they did what they did.
I mean, it's the type of energy you invite. Mm-hmm.
And you know you're gonna have a whole bunch of long live Draco the Rulers hitting this video.
He was a good artist. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't the smartest artist. Like I said, dissing the dead and ain't getting these artists killed. Them moving wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like there was 2 cars riddled. Why you shouldn't be no sitting duck nowhere. Like I be with females, what they let her do, they park up and they be texting before you get out. Man, come on, let's get in here. You know what I'm saying? Or like you gotta stay scary, move scary, get in there, get it like you know. Especially if you're doing disrespectful shit. You disrespected somebody's son, a brother, they cousin, they homie, husband. Niggas ain't playing.
All right, man. Rest in peace to Julio Foolio.
No, rest in peace to him.
I hope this is also a lesson for other rappers, you know.
No,
Hey,
it's a fad to diss the dead now.
I know, but it's also a
Look at
fad
Chicago.
to come up 6 feet deep.
Look at Chicago though.
That's another example. Like the next rapper that's in his room right now has got to be watching all of this saying, I want to have a career. I want it to last long. I want to make some money. I don't want to get killed.
You think they learning from the casualties or they really want the clout? What you honestly though they
Hey, if you got a little bit of mental illness, you probably will be obsessed with the clout. Like most of these youngsters do. We all got a little bit of mental illness, but I guess the depending on how much mental illness you have will determine how smart you move in your rap career.
So since I said
like I think Draco had a little mental illness.
I think he started going on the deep end a little bit.
When I listen to his interviews and hear him going off the going off on dudes, I'm like, that's mental illness right there.
But see, last time I apologized to Worm family about disrespecting Worm based on a dislike I have for a certain person. You know what I'm saying?
But your disrespect for the dead was in response to having someone disrespect the dead that you love.
Right, and you didn't do anything for this person but testify, but you was 2 feet away from this person, chained up or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to be a jailbird. You still got to do something. Some type of aggression. You know what I mean? So that was that.
Let's just try not to disrespect the dead and
don't disrespect me. I won't disrespect the dead. Or
right.
don't disrespect none of my loved ones.
Okay. We all thought that Boosie BadAzz was going to go to prison for a few years for having that gun, but guess what happened today?
Hey,
they dropped the case.
Yeah, right.
The feds dropped the case on you. Let me read this article out of San Diego. Recent federal court documents reveal that Louisiana rapper Boosie BadAzz was seen on Instagram in a San Diego neighborhood with a firearm, which led to his arrest by ATF agents. Torrance Hatch appeared in a San Diego courtroom on Wednesday to face the judge. He had pleaded not guilty to the charge of being in possession of a firearm. The gun charge was dropped by the state but picked up by the feds. And let me see. He was seen cutting off his ankle monitor and expressed that the case against him was dropped. Let's see here. The probable cause statement signed by the ATP special agent said on or about, let me skip that. But basically they dropped the case on him, which is really rare.
Shocking.
The feds pick up a case that they saw that you was facing in the state. Usually when the feds pick up a case like that the state had already charged you with, that means they going in on you. They got you targeted. And apparently the case is over.
Imagine that.
Me, Perion, and Boosie got a song together. And we could do the video now. Shit, we about to go to Miami/Atlanta and do it up. That part. I'm gonna send it to you, Alex.
What do you think is how often do we see this happen where a case gets dropped like this? Because Crip Mac didn't get that love,
but
not at all. Shocking.
He can't afford the representation that Boosie could afford, for one.
Well, yeah. It says here, according to the Source magazine, Boosie cuts off ankle monitor, reveals gun charges have been dropped. So.
I'm happy for him. And a lot of more people would be free if they could afford the representation. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I just want to know how that, why did the feds waste so many resources on prosecuting the dude, and then here we learn that it's dropped. And this is according to Boosie BadAzz. I'm trying to find confirmation from.
I bet you it got something to do with the security claiming that pistol. Somebody was coming to claim that gun.
He did a video cutting off his ankle bracelet.
right?
Yeah.
Hold on. Hey, did he get caught the pistol, or they just seen him on video with the pistol and zoomed in?
They saw him, then they came to the location, and as he was leaving, they blurped him up.
Okay, because that was on live.
Yeah, and then they blurped him up, got the pistol out the gun, and I think they was trying to claim that it was the security guard gun. And initially, that was part of Boosie's statement. That ain't my gun, that's a security gun. And so I just assumed that was part of how the shit got throughout.
Well, it says here that the federal agents determined that the Glock seen in his pants on the Instagram was identical to the handgun that was discovered in the SUV. So they making a link between what we see in the video and what we found in your car.
But there was someone in the car, I think, claiming it. So,
or it might have turned into an ID case, because if you didn't zoom in and get on serial numbers exactly, you know what I'm saying?
They caught him with a pistol. I mean, they retrieved the pistol though.
You're all right, but I'm saying you trying to say it's the same pistol.
It doesn't necessarily have to be the same one if they're going to charge him with possession if they got it from him.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. The video becomes irrelevant almost.
Yeah, that's just
right?
why what got them responding to the location.
Correct. No, but they saying it's identical, saying that he had it on him, but when they put him over, he said it was the securities. It wasn't on him at the time.
Right.
So I'm saying, so then at that point, it turned into an ID case as far as the pistol go. Like, he could argue that that's not the same gun. Yeah, that was a prop, and that was just for the video, and this is what the security had.
Yeah, you could argue that. Even in the video, I don't think you actually see the whole gun, right? It's just
in the small of his back.
Yeah,
it's in the small of his back.
Yeah, that's right. So,
right.
Well, he's got one less thing to worry about right now.
Beat them people again, boy. He didn't beat them a few times with the big shit, boy.
Yeah. Hey, man, drop a song called John Wick, man. You beating cases like John Wick, man.
Okay, it looks like Keefe D is not getting out of custody from Clark County, even though bail was posted.
Wow.
They denied releasing him, even though the bail was posted.
Based on?
Well, if talking yourself into trouble was a person, bro, that's crazy.
What you mean?
Elaborate.
He in jail for murders, almost 30 years old, basically all because he talked himself into it.
Yep, because he did a 2018 interview on BET, and then he wrote a book in 2019.
No, but you said the bail was denied, and I said based on what?
He actually was granted bail, but a judge denied releasing him based on the source of the money. So here, let me give
drug money.
It basically says here that a judge declined to immediately release Keefe D. During a hearing, Clark County District Judge Kearney heard arguments from prosecutors that 61-year-old Keefe D, Cash Jones, an entertainment manager who also goes by the name Whack 100, posted 15% of a $750,000 bail, the amount required to post bond, with the aid of a bail bond company. Prosecutors said Jones wanted to record interviews with Davis both pre and post release, which would violate Kearney's request Davis not profit from his statements. So that's the reason why it's being denied, because I guess Whack wants to go into business with Keefe D, and Keefe D's not allowed to go into business.
So how do they know that Whack had these intentions?
Because he spoke of it.
So Keefe D in jail because he talked too much, almost bailed out, and got stuck because Whack talked too much.
and had the plan to mind his life rights in exchange of bailing him out, and then he's going to put it into movie script because it's already in book form, and you can switch that into movie script, and it'll be an easy peasy. But you got on Clubhouse, you got on interviews, you got on different platforms, and this, you let the world know that, and they don't want him to benefit from,
I've heard of people not being able to benefit from their crimes after they're convicted, but bro is presumed innocent until proven guilty, and the judge is still saying you cannot benefit while you're still innocent before being proven guilty.
Which come from talking too much, bro. Like, why the world? Why everything gotta be content? Why everybody gotta know what you trying to do before you do it? Or he'd be free.
But here's another thing. I don't think Keefe D's lawyer would even be comfortable with him being out doing interviews and talking while he's strategizing his defense and prepping for trial.
I don't think he's gonna do interviews. But from what I heard from the boy that talked too much and he had to stay in jail, is that it's already in book form. He got somebody that's gonna put it in script form already, and he changed for his life rights. He's gonna bail him out and some little extra chili on top.
Well, if you listen to the wording of this article, it said that it sounded like this is a temporary glitch, because the wording was
immediately.
A judge declined to immediately release Keefe D. So they're probably going to have some agreements, because you cannot deny him bail.
Oh, so is it gonna put some stipulations?
Yeah, and those stipulations might not make it worth Wax time now to even post. You know what the 15% of the 750,000 is?
That'd be like 90,000, right?
No, that's 112,000.
112.
Yeah, so it might not be worth the money of getting them out, unless there's some long-term agreement where, okay, Keefe D, you can't say nothing until this case is over, and we'll see. But
and it'll still be worth it then. The Tupac story ain't gonna ever get old.
Yeah, that's crazy, huh?
No, it ain't gonna never
No,
age.
it'll get old. It'll get old.
Never. When?
Well, the Elvis story finally got old. How often do we hear about Elvis?
Yeah, it's gonna take our kids, like Miguel and my kids. They not gonna give a fuck.
Elvis got killed Elvis died. I shouldn't say got killed. He died in 1977. It took about 30, 40 years before we finally got Elvis out of our system.
He not gonna fight this case for that long, and then I think Tupac, he more the demographic more relate to Tupac than Elvis.
I think that
black people just ain't rocking with Elvis like that. You got Mexicans, whites, and blacks all rock with Tupac. And
that ain't enough people though.
Even
wait, you talking about a white icon? Elvis was a white icon.
Elvis not bigger than Tupac.
Get it.
Oh,
He's not bigger than Tupac.
What?
Listen.
No,
everybody's gonna relate to Tupac versus
bro. You have no idea what you just said.
You could show some people that Elvis picture and they not gonna know who he is.
I'm talking about historically. Elvis was probably the biggest man on earth.
Historically, Tupac, people it got better stats than what's old boy Brady, but Brady got the bigger name.
I'm gonna just help you right now, Munchie. You keep going down this road,
right.
The public is gonna be like, Munchie don't know what he's talking about.
He's just too young to probably realize.
Right. I'm too young to realize, but I realize.
But I realize, yeah.
Listen.
Elvis died in 1977. You weren't even born yet, right?
Next year.
27 years later, Pac still got 30-something million Spotify listeners. 30-something million. Like,
oh, bro, go look up Elvis Spotify listeners. It's probably equal.
Look it up. We got phones in our hand. Look it up.
But no, I'm just telling you though. Overall,
my whole point
facts over feelings. Look it up.
My whole point is eventually we're gonna get Tupac is gonna die down, just like JFK. JFK was a president that was assassinated on TV in 1963 and was probably the talk of the town for 40 years.
How many Elvis documentaries is it, and how many Tupac documentaries is it? How many stories? I'm telling you.
Okay, here we go. I guarantee you there are more Elvis Presley documentaries than there are Tupac documentaries.
I mean, I don't mind being wrong. Because it's for the viewers also.
Yeah,
because this viewers my age. Documentaries, all that. Tupac.
Yeah, Tupac is having an incredible run, but I want
to hear Elvis though. Enlighten me.
That run will end at some point. Maybe in another 10, 15 years.
Subjective opinion.
When you're 50, we definitely gonna be talking about Tupac less.
We still gonna be hearing about Tupac.
All right. I think that's about it, man. Keefe D will not be immediately released, but I do believe he will get released at some point. They just got to figure out the stipulations and the agreements on what he can and cannot do while he's out on bail, getting ready for trial. I think it's a bad idea for him to be out because the guy ran his mouth so much that got him indicted in the first place.
Wow, I hope he won't be that foolish again.
I don't think he got to do no interviews. I think it was a business deal, so You know what I'm saying? He signed them right and signed away his life rights.
And what's crazy is that it says here prosecutors said Whack 100 wants to record interviews with Davis. Why do the prosecutors even know that?
But what the prosecutors say ain't fact. They probably saying something just to hold you there. You know how they do.
Are those federal prosecutors?
Nah, this is Clark County.
No, they just talk. Prosecutors lie all the time during he should still stay here because Spider Loc's an endangerment because he walks down 97 with guns exposed and everybody see. Nobody have no documentation of that.
Yeah, there is a chance that statement might be untrue.
Right.
Because I haven't heard, maybe you guys can correct me, has Wack publicly said what his plans were? I know he's publicly spoke about bailing Keefe D out, but did he say, yeah, we're going to be doing some content?
I don't know. I just said what I heard his plans was, but I don't think he's trying to have him on Clubhouse.
Well, he'll get out eventually, and I think he's scheduled to go on trial later this year, man. Hey, straight politicking, another one in the can. All our socials are in the show notes below. Tap in with Spider, tap in with Munchie. Hey, we need that. Hey, Eyecon, we need that interview.
Pull up, Eyecon.
And Blue Devil, you got to pull up on.
Blue Devil, you already know you're long overdue, Brody.
Yeah, and Spiders, Munchie, is anyone that you want to pull up on you that you want to publicly say right now?
No. I want Eyecon to pull up and get interviewed on Latin Affiliated, and me and Angie's going to interview you together.
Yeah, we'll definitely get him on Latin Affiliated. That'd be messed up. I'm going to go on Latin Affiliated, but I'm not going to go on Facts.
No, but I'm sitting in on that. I'm going to interview him also along with my girl Angie. You know what I'm saying? Latin Affiliated, man, Straight TV.
All right, and that's another episode of Straight Politicking. We out.